Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to answer a question that a lot of you have asked me. What the heck happened to Behlen? So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll probably already know Behlen has historically made my favorite solvent-based wood finishes. Yes, there are catalyzed clear coats and stuff like that that are designed for automotive applications that I really love. There are also water-based finishes like Crystalac and Auto Air and that sort of thing that I also really love. But in terms of lacquers and other finishes that are generally made for wood finishing, things like guitars, Behlen's been my preference. Problem is, they're gone. Well, in fairness, they're not actually gone. They've just been discontinued essentially and rebranded. So the same products are still available, the same quality. They're just under a different name, which is Mohawk. Mohawk Finishes is a brand that already existed. It was affiliated with Behlen under the same kind of umbrella company. And now all of the previous stuff that you had, like the classic instrument lacquer, the vinyl sealer, some of my favorite products that you've seen me use many, many times, are available under the Mohawk brand. And I've got some of them. Mohawk offers a few different options, and you will see me use a bunch of them as I go through and finish various guitar bodies and whatnot in subsequent videos. We're going to unbox some of this stuff today. Some of it is Mohawk consumer products, which is the stuff that's generally available on Amazon and through the Mohawk consumer website. I'm going to link the website in the description, or if you go into the Amazon link in the description, if you want to buy anything, because that's an affiliate link and it helps me out. If you go into there, there's an Amazon storefront for these guys, and I've got all of their stuff in my Mohawk/Behlen list in that link. If you want the professional stuff, and don't get me wrong, it's all professional quality, but I'm talking like high VOC, really dangerous, professional grade type stuff, which you don't need, but you might want. I'm going to use some of that in my upcoming videos too, and I will post a link to the place where you can get that as well. You actually have to go through a sales rep for that stuff. So if you're doing high volume, maybe you want some of that, pre-cat lacquer, that kind of stuff, check that out. But aside from that, the consumer products are going to be good. We're going to be testing them out in the upcoming videos, but I know they're the same products and I've tested them before. So I have no problem saying they're good. Let's get in here and unbox this stuff so you can see probably a hint at some of the videos that you're going to see in the future. Let's go. This is just a crazy amount of stuff, so I guess it's a good thing I've got a bunch of projects planned for the upcoming videos. I got a bunch of kits coming out. I've got a whole bunch of guitar bodies that I'm working on. We'll find a use for all of this. So all of these boxes that I'm working on right now, of course, we're going to open up the boxes that are on the inside. They're all full of gallons. These are boxes that hold 2 gallons each. So as you can see, I've got quite a bit of material here, namely some of my favorite stuff, the Easy Vinyl Sealer. That's one of my very favorite products, probably my favorite sealer, particularly in the solvent-based stuff. Very toxic, tough stuff in terms of your lungs and everything, so you need to make sure that you're well protected, but it works beautifully. We've also got some waterborne stuff here. It's not really the consumer products, but it is stuff that, doesn't have quite that same smell issue and the same amount of chemicals in it as some of the other products. So we'll go through that in a little bit more detail. I've got my fill sticks here. I've got that huge container of tongue oil, which you will all know is one of my favorite products for neck finishing. I've got the hard fill sticks. There's a ton going on. What I've just put there, that is a catalyst for a waterborne conversion varnish. So that's going to be a really interesting product to work with. I haven't used it yet. We've got these metallic, that stuff's already all over my finger somehow, these metallic bronzing powders, a couple of large containers of stain. So that's powdered stain mix. That's going to allow me to get some really interesting tints. I can make my own stains. I can make my own tinted clear coats with that. Great products, basically the same as the old aniline dyes that we were using. These are fillable markers. That's going to be dangerous. And this is a graining brush, I believe. So if you've got the right equipment and you don't have a wood that's got a nice wood grain, well, you can actually add one. I also had them send me this burn-in stick. This is for use with the fill sticks, and in particular those hard fill sticks, which create a more durable, kind of obviously harder fill. So we're going to make use of that to fill in some open grain and kind of get a cool effect that way. This is a little polish kit. I'm going to ask really nicely and see if they'll let me give one of these away at some point. It's got everything you need to do a really nice polish job. And then, of course, I know you guys love your spray cans. So we've definitely got some of those, and by some I mean a whole bunch. I believe I have like 8 cans of the Easy Vinyl Sealer in spray because it just works so great in a spray can, does an awesome job. So if we go through this a little slower now, we've got the classic instrument lacquer, some acrylic clear coat, the conversion varnish that we're going to test out, some really thick waterborne white sealer that I think is going to be great as a base for some graphics, pre-catalyzed lacquer in waterborne. I've also got pre-catalyzed lacquer in the Duracoat, which is the solvent-based stuff, so we get to test out a couple of those and see how that pre-cat stuff works. I know it's going to work well. I've used it in a can before. The blend all powders are going to be awesome for making, our own colors. The fill sticks, I've got some creative ideas, but if you guys have any ideas, I know they're very versatile. I'd love to hear them. And then these bronzing powders are going to give us some really cool metallic effects. I can't wait to show you guys what I have in mind for that. I think you're going to find it quite interesting. Our graining marker we've talked about. We've got our burn-in stick, which we need for use with those fill sticks. We can use these blend all powders to make a variety of stain types to go into our fillable markers. Really, the possibilities are endless, and if I spend too long going through them, you're going to see all of these products too many times. That modified tongue oil is going to be great for our necks. I'm really excited to have that on hand. It's a little bit different than the tongue oil that you've seen me use before. You'll see how it's going to be great. It's going to do those perfect neck finishes that I like so much. Our polish kit has not only the Poly Buff compound and the Buffers polish, but also some micro mesh and a nice little cork block for us to use to get a nice final sand before we do our polish work. So we'll show how to do that all by hand using that kit. That's going to be great. And of course, a crowd favorite and something that I'm relatively well known for, a bunch of spray cans to do those kinds of demos. So really a great selection here to work with. Well, that's it, guys. Now you know what happened to Behlen. There's tons of cool stuff here. Really excited to use pretty much all of it. Going to do some awesome graining work. Going to do some awesome metallic work. Going to make some of my own stains. Tons going on. Yeah, there's really nothing else to do at this point except go paint some guitars. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Remember to subscribe so you can see all the cool stuff I do with these. And of course, if you're looking for any of this stuff, take a look at the Amazon link in the description for any of the consumer products type stuff. Particularly, I know you guys love this vinyl sealer at a spray can. All that stuff is available through there. If you want some of the more professional stuff, let me know, or take a look at the link in the description and get in contact with Mohawk that way. That's it. Once again, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. I will see you next time.